hearing someone whisper my name. They're like, Hannah. Guys, so today I have a story time for you, and I'm going to tell you the story about the time that I lived in a haunted house, or I was haunted, or whatever. So let's just get right into the video. About maybe 12, I think, or younger. And my family moved into this house. It was a three-story house. My family moved into this house, and it had 3 stories, a basement, a middle floor, and upstairs. The upstairs was just bedrooms. It was my bedroom, a door, my sister's bedroom, a door, and my parents' bedroom. Upstairs had no hallways, no bathrooms. It was just bedrooms. It was super, super weird. So, and it had a garage, and it had a shed in the back. So remember the shed part. So I had a shed in the back, a garage, and a big fenced in backyard. It was actually a super nice house, but as soon as I walked in, I got an eerie feeling about it, and I just felt like someone was always watching me, and it was just super creepy. So this is where my paranormal began, where I started seeing people and hearing people and stuff like that. This is where it started, in this house. So my bedroom was the first bedroom, so you walk straight up the stairs and it was my bedroom. And that's where the first thing started that was haunting or whatever, because like I said, it was just bedrooms upstairs. The bathroom was downstairs. So I had to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, so I walked downstairs, and of course I always felt like someone was watching me, and I was scared, so I turned on literally every single light on the way down. And I went to the bathroom, went to open the door in the bathroom to come back out, go back to bed, and all the lights were off. So that's the first thing that started. Of course, it freaked me out so bad, I didn't even try to turn the lights back on. I just ran upstairs. How I didn't run into something, I have no idea, but I just ran back upstairs. And I was laying in bed, and I started hearing someone whisper my name. They're like, Hannah, like that. And at first I thought someone was playing a trick on me, because at this point I told my parents and my sister that I was seeing things and hearing things and stuff like that. So I thought someone was playing a prank on me, but it turns out they weren't, and everybody was sleeping. And so I started hearing people whisper my name, and then I started hearing someone, it sounded like someone was walking up the stairs. So I was scared out of my mind, and I don't know why I didn't cover up my head like every other kid would probably have done and not look, but I was like trying to see who the heck was walking up my stairs. So I look, and all of a sudden this man, not alive, a man, a ghost man, whatever, spirit man, whatever it was, just nonchalantly was walking through my room. I'm like, okay, wonderful. So I was terrified, and I couldn't, like, he was walking towards like my sister and my mom's room. Sorry, Sierra, if you're watching this, because I never told you that because I didn't want to freak you out. But yeah, he was walking towards my sister's room, so it's not like I could run in there or run to my mom's room, where I always would sleep on the floor in my sister's room or on the floor in my mom and dad's room. That's where I would always sleep because I was terrified. But that's where he went, so I couldn't really go there, so I was just stuck in my room terrified, and I was just crying and screaming and crying and screaming until my mom came in there, and my mom sat at the end of my bed until I fell back asleep. So that's one of them. Then, like, more stuff like that kept happening. I kept seeing this man, hearing this man. He kept moving stuff around the house, moving stuff around my bed. And then that's when the dreams started. So I started having dreams about this man, and he kept telling me, every time I would have this dream, I would be standing on our deck in the backyard, and he'd be standing by that shed. Like I said, he'd be standing by that shed, and he'd be going like this, like, come here. Like, he wanted me to come to the shed. So he wanted me to come to the shed, and I would be floating, like, my legs would be in the air, my arms would be in the air, be floating to the shed. Now, when I woke up, I was terrified, and I was terrified because I was floating to the shed. I wasn't terrified because there was this ghost guy telling me to come to the shed. I was terrified because I was floating, because I thought that was super creepy. Because at this point, I was used to seeing ghosts, and I was used to seeing things, so it wasn't too creepy to me because I was used to it. But yeah, it was creepy that I was floating. I don't know. So, like, and in that shed there was nothing. Like, my family kept nothing in that shed, really. Maybe the lawnmower, I can't really remember, but there was like nothing in there. So I don't know if like he died in there or something, and I have no clue whatsoever. But I kept having the same dream of him trying to get me to go to that shed in my dream. But in my dream, I would just float, and I would float, but I would like never get there. I would just like keep floating. It's like the house kept getting farther away, and I kept trying to get there, but it kept getting farther and farther away. The shed, not the house. So there was that. And then we moved. My family moved. We actually moved a lot in my childhood. We got lots of different houses. So we moved, and the dreams didn't stop. They just changed. And the dream changed to me standing like across the street, because the house was like on a street. I'll try to see if I can find it on Google Maps or something. But the house was like on a like right on a road. So I was standing across the street on the road, on the other side of the road. This guy was like trying to get me to go to the house now, and I'd float to the house. Now the dreams changed now. Like I would have a dream about this house every single night, but sometimes they'd be different. There was like 3 different dreams. So there was the one where he was trying to get me to go to the house. And then there was one where he dragged me to the house, and he would actually talk to me and tell me that I left something there, and like I left my stuff there, and I needed to come back to the house for some reason, and he wanted me to go back to the house so desperately. So I went, in my other dream, I went inside the actual house, and the house looked like it had been abandoned for hundreds of years. Like it was dirty, it was broken down, but it was the same house, and all my stuff was in there. Like all the stuff that he said that I left in there was in there. And I went upstairs, and it was like all broken down and gross. My room had all my stuff in it, but it was like abandoned. Like I just got up and left it there for hundreds of years. So, and he wanted me so bad to go into the house. And I don't know why. Like, I really don't know why he wanted me to go back to the house so bad. But he really did. So then, one night, I didn't have a dream about it. And then I was super confused why I didn't have a dream about it. And I was like, okay, whatever. Maybe he got over himself and he doesn't want me to go back there anymore. Maybe he found the light, whatever. I don't know anything about that, how that works. So I thought maybe that's what he did. So we were driving, I think it was me and my sister, but I'm not too sure who it was with. And I was like, let's just drive by our old house and look at it. So we drive by, and it is knocked down. It was knocked down. So I stopped having those dreams because someone knocked down the house. Like they didn't want it anymore, they were using it for land or something, I don't know. But it was completely knocked down. The house and the garage was knocked down. The shed was still there, but the house was knocked down, and I stopped having those dreams. And ever since then, I have never had another dream about the house. So that's super creepy to me. But yeah, that's a story about when I was haunted, and it kind of like followed me, I guess. But I have so many paranormal activity stories because I've seen so many ghosts and stuff. And my son actually saw, what's the matter? My son actually saw a ghost in the house that we're living in now. And we actually had to have the house blessed. So I had to have the house that we're living in now blessed because I was not having it. And it was scaring my kid, and I wasn't happy about it. And I have actual pictures like of orbs and stuff that we've caught in this house. Ow. I have pictures of orbs that we caught in this house. I have pictures of stuff that this ghost did, like move a chair in the middle of the stairs. So I'll do another story time about that. But that's pretty much it for this one. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.